Hi, welcome again to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to discuss a bit about what gerund is, okay, how to use it, okay, and where are we supposed to put it whenever it is in a sentence. Okay, so the first things that we have to understand about gerund is that the first gerund means verb plus ing, but it doesn't mean all of the word which is ended with ing sound means that it must be gerund, right? Sometimes it can be also other part of speech, but in general, that the thing that we have to understand first is that gerund means verb plus ing. So the reasons why we add ing in gerund is that because we want to change the verb into noun. So basically, the part of speech of gerund is noun. So just like other nouns, so that's the way we are going to treat them also in the sentences. Here are some examples how we use gerund, okay? How we change the verb into noun by adding ing sounds at the end of the words. For example, like the word go, it becomes going, buy becomes buying, take becomes taking, learn becomes learning, and make becomes making. I'm sure that you are aware about this, and then you've seen that this type of words a lot of time in your life. Now, we know already what gerund is and then how to form it. Okay. Now, probably the next question is supposed to be, where are we supposed to put it in the sentence? Where is the position of gerund if we use gerund in a sentence? So basically, there are three positions of gerunds. The first is there as subject, the second is as object, and then the last is after preposition. Now let's discuss one by one, okay? What I meant by saying as a subject. So a lot of the time, you sometimes put verb at the beginning of the sentence because that is the typical of subject is that we put it at the end, at the beginning of the sentence, though it is not always. But most of the time, all right, we put subject, okay, at the beginning of the sentence. Like, for example, you want to say that you really like swimming, and then this is just the activity that you do the most, okay? And then it is one of your hobby, and then you cannot say swim is my hobby because when you put certain word as subject, it must be noun. So to you know to meet the requirements of a grammatically correct sentence, you need to change a bit the word, okay, the verb that you are using, and change it into noun. How? By adding ing form at the end of the word. Like for example, sentence number one. So it's not going to be swim is my hobby, but you are saying swimming is my hobby. The second also, learning English has always been fun. So this is also one examples when we put verb at the beginning of the sentence, and then the functions of the word there is as subject, and then you need to change it a bit, okay, by adding ing there, okay, to form a gerund. So also the other sentences you can have a look in my slide. Like eating too much junk food is dangerous for our health. Doing exercise regularly may increase our body metabolisms. And then marrying you is the best decisions I've ever made in my life. So these are some examples how we use gerunds as subject. And the second positions of gerund is as object. Since in this case, verb has already been changed into noun, so we have to treat also this word just like other nouns. So one of the positions of noun is as objects. Because it is as object, so you need verb before this word. So like for example, in my slide, I wrote down like 5 sentences there. So the first sentence is I love singing. Okay. So after the word love is verb there, and then we need object there. So we say we cannot say that I love sing. We say I love singing. And then my daughter enjoys watching TV because enjoys is also verb. And then as usual, after transitive verbs like enjoy, we need also object. And if the object is verb, then you need to change it a bit into noun by adding ing, all right, after the verb. So it becomes my daughter enjoys watching TV. or she always avoids making grammar mistakes, and he keeps promising the same thing. I'll quit smoking for good. So the word like singing, watching, making, and also promising and smoking, they're now not they are not verb any longer. So we change them into noun already by adding ing after uh, the words. But the thing is that not all of the verb can be followed by verb ing. All right. So this is English. So welcome to English. They have rules and then they always have exceptions. Some verbs are commonly followed by verb ing or gerund, and some others even cannot be followed by gerund. But because this video is discussing about gerund only, so I'm going to focus on only in the verbs which are commonly used and commonly followed by gerund. All right, so these are some other words that are commonly followed by gerund as well. So the first is that the word admit, advise, dislike, anticipate, and appreciate, avoid, and begin. There are more other words actually are also commonly followed by gerund, okay, but I cannot explain everything here because the video is going to be very long. So what I suggest you is that try to find out the list of the words that are followed by gerund, okay. I believe that it's going to be helpful for you as well. So in this video I just would like to clarify uh, and give you very basic understanding about what gerund is and how to use it actually in the sentences, and then where are we supposed to put it in the sentence. The other positions of gerund is that after prepositions. If you don't know prepositions, well, preposition is just like the word in, on, at, by, uh, with, and so on. All right, so those are called prepositions. They don't really have certain meaning actually. So the meaning of preposition really depends on the words that there is attached to these words. All right. So these are to make it easier to understand. Look at these examples. My wife and I both interested in trying different restaurants. So in there is preposition. Okay. So because it is prepositions, and rule in English is that preposition can only be followed by gerund or noun. It cannot be followed by other part of speech. So if you want to use verb there, then you have to change the verb into gerund. How? Again, by adding ing at the end of the words. Like for example, the example number 1. My wife and I both interested in trying different restaurants. Okay. And then look at also the example number 2. Mr. Brown is passionate about traveling. And again, because about is prepositions, then you need noun there. Okay, if it is verb, then change it to the noun by adding ing after the verb. And look at also sentences, the other two sentences. All right, okay, number 3 and number 4. Susan is afraid of falling in love with the wrong guy. Due to coming late, I got a punishment. So I intentionally use also this word, okay, due to because a lot of the time when I heard people are using the word due to, they sometimes misunderstand that to there is actually preposition. It cannot be followed by verb. Okay, it cannot be followed by sentence either. Okay, so you cannot say that due to come late or due to I come late. So both of them are not grammatically right. The only thing that you can say whenever you are using the word due to is that by adding noun after this word. For example, due to the examination, or due to the program, or due to the class, right? Or due to, if it is verb, then you need to change it into noun. How? Again, by adding ing. So that's, for example, my sentence. Due to coming late, I got a punishment. Okay, so that's all I can say about gerund. And then I hope this video may help you understand better about this lesson, okay, about gerund. And then I really hope also after listening or after watching this video, you are more self-confident in using this type of sentence. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.